how on earth did they do this? Why isn't this a big mystery? There's another piece which it's hard to describe, but it's got a series of 3 flanges that come across. It's like a wheel. Nobody knows what it is.
Ancient Egypt hides more than tombs and treasures, as it may hold proof of a forgotten advanced civilization. Beneath the sands, scientists have uncovered granite cores with machine-like drill marks.
He found there's a famous core. It's called Petrie's core number 7, and it's a drill core from one of these holes. It's in granite.
Iron tools that predate the Iron Age, and temple carvings that resemble glowing light bulbs in spotless chambers.
It's only when we examine it more closely that the real mystery is revealed.
These discoveries defy everything we thought we knew about ancient history. If early humans didn't make them, who did? And why did this advanced culture vanish without a trace? Join us as we uncover the pre-technology left behind by a lost civilization. Tutankhamun's meteoric dagger.
In Jordan brought archaeologists to investigate the site.
November 26, 1922. Howard Carter's hands trembled as he lifted a golden sheath from the young pharaoh's tomb. Inside lay something that shouldn't exist, an iron dagger, gleaming after 3,000 years in darkness. This wasn't just any blade. While Egypt's craftsmen mastered gold and bronze, iron smelting wouldn't arrive for another 500 years. Yet here was Tutankhamun, buried with a weapon from the future. The mystery deepened in 1994 when scientists analyzed the metal. The results stunned them. This wasn't crude iron. It was a sophisticated alloy, 89% iron, mixed with precise amounts of nickel, cobalt, and chromium. The same combination is found in meteorites. But here's where logic breaks down. Extracting pure metal from space rock requires extreme heat and advanced techniques. How did Bronze Age Egyptians achieve what should have been impossible? The blade shows no hammer marks, no imperfections. Its edges remain razor sharp, crafted with precision that rivals modern metallurgy. Ancient Egyptians called iron metal from heaven, believing it was gifted by the gods. Perhaps they were right, but not in the way we'd expect. Meteoric iron wasn't the only impossible artifact archaeologists found. What happens when granite reveals secrets it shouldn't keep? Core 7. Close to the Great Pyramid, British archaeologist Flinders Petrie made a discovery that haunts engineers today. He called it Core 7, a perfect granite cylinder, 4,500 years old, with grooves spiraling down its surface like a modern drill bit carved through solid stone. Here's the problem. Granite ranks 7th on the hardness scale. Copper tools, Egypt's supposed standard, barely scratch it, yet Core 7 shows deep, precise grooves cut in perfect spirals. The spacing between each revolution is wider than what our power drills achieve today, suggesting ancient tools operated with tremendous force. Petrie studied the grooves obsessively. They didn't match the back-and-forth scraping of bow drills. Instead, they showed continuous rotation that was smooth, consistent, and powerful. The precision looked machine-made, not hand-carved. Some researchers proposed diamond-tipped drilling, but diamonds weren't known in Bronze Age Egypt. Others suggest forgotten techniques using abrasive sand and copper. Yet experiments can't replicate Core 7's perfection. The granite cylinder sits in a London museum, still defying explanation. If ancient Egyptians mastered granite drilling, what was their source of light while they worked? The Dendera light bulb theory. Deep within Egypt's Hathor temple at Dendera, stone carvings depict something extraordinary. Etched into chamber walls are bulb-shaped objects connected to snake-like cords, all emerging from pillar-like bases. These aren't typical Egyptian symbols. What makes this discovery compelling? The chambers show no soot residue from torches or oil lamps. How did ancient craftsmen work in complete darkness while creating intricate reliefs? Mainstream archaeologists identify these as lotus flowers with serpents, symbols of fertility and rebirth. Yet the technical precision of these bulbs and their wire-like connections puzzles researchers. Alternative theorists propose a bolder explanation: ancient electrical lighting. The carved objects resemble modern incandescent bulbs, complete with filament-like structures inside and features that suggest a possible power source. Some researchers believe these details may point to a form of ancient electrical knowledge long before Edison's time. If ancient Egyptians had electric lighting, did they understand energy transmission? The Djed Pillar. Egypt's Djed Pillar stands as one of archaeology's most recognizable symbols. This column-like structure, topped with horizontal crossbars, appears throughout Egyptian art and architecture. Traditionally, scholars identify it as Osiris's backbone, representing stability and eternal life. Yet the Djed's design bears a striking resemblance to modern electrical components. Its vertical shaft and stacked horizontal elements mirror Tesla coils and wireless transmission towers. The pillar's consistent appearance across temples suggests systematic knowledge, not mere decoration. Mainstream archaeology maintains that the Djed held purely religious significance. Alternative researchers propose it represented ancient understanding of electromagnetic fields and energy transmission, concepts Tesla would later rediscover. If the Djed Pillar encoded energy secrets, what about Egypt's unfinished monuments? Aswan's abandoned obelisk. In Aswan's ancient granite quarry is a colossal mystery, an abandoned obelisk weighing 1,170 tons. This massive monument, stretching 137 feet long, was left incomplete after a crack appeared during construction. What fascinates researchers is the tool marks surrounding it. Perfectly round holes punctuate the quarry floor with smooth, precise interiors. Vertical walls display laser-like accuracy in their cuts. Smooth, scooped surfaces appear carved by giant spoons through solid granite. Traditional archaeology attributes these features to copper tools and diorite balls. Yet the precision and scale challenge this explanation. Ancient workers shaped one of Earth's hardest stones with such finesse that it raises serious questions about the tools and techniques they used. If Aswan's obelisk challenged ancient tools, how did builders achieve perfection? Khafre's Impossible Valley Temple. Near Giza's pyramids stands Khafre's Valley Temple, constructed from blocks weighing up to 150 tons. These massive granite and limestone pieces fit together like a three-dimensional jigsaw puzzle, with joints so tight that paper cannot slide between them. No mortar binds these stones, yet the structure has survived millennia. Most puzzling are the temple's bent stones, granite blocks that appear curved and shaped, seamlessly integrated into walls. Their surfaces remain mirror-smooth after thousands of years. Mainstream archaeology credits patient stonework and precise planning. Alternative researchers question whether copper and bronze tools could achieve such flawless results on granite, one of Earth's hardest materials. How did ancient engineers bend solid stone with mathematical precision? And if precision stonework defied ancient tools, what explains an underground hydraulic maze? Mysteries of the Osirion. At Abydos is the Osirion, an L-shaped temple buried beneath the desert floor. This enigmatic structure houses massive granite blocks arranged around a central water-filled chamber that remains permanently flooded. Unlike typical Egyptian temples, it features no hieroglyphs or decorative carvings. Water erosion patterns found on the limestone enclosure around the site suggest exposure to significant amounts of water over long periods, unusual for Egypt's arid climate. The structure's intricate hydraulic system includes channels, basins, and precisely calculated slopes that manage water flow with remarkable engineering skill. Mainstream archaeology dates it to Seti I's reign as a symbolic tomb. Some researchers argue the erosion patterns could only have occurred if the structure was built before the end of the last ice age, when the region was much wetter. This suggests ancient engineers may have designed this flooded fortress with purposes that remain unknown, hidden deep within its water-stained walls. And why are there government-sealed sites? The sealed mystery of Zawiyet el-Aryan. Between Giza and Abu Roash sits Zawiyet el-Aryan, a mysterious location the Egyptian government has restricted for decades. Access remains forbidden, freezing all archaeological exploration at this intriguing site. The only detailed research comes from early 20th century Egyptologist Alessandro Barsanti, who discovered an unfinished pyramid with a massive T-shaped shaft carved 100 feet into solid bedrock. The precision of these vertical walls in such hard stone challenges conventional understanding of ancient Egyptian capabilities. Most puzzling was Barsanti's discovery of a polished pink granite vat embedded in the chamber floor, protected by layers of lime and clay. Black residue on its walls suggested it once held unknown substances. During excavation, a 1905 storm flooded the pit with 10 feet of water, yet the water mysteriously drained within hours, possibly into hidden underground passages. And if government restrictions hide advanced chambers, what about artifacts in plain sight? Saqqara's schist disk. In Saqqara's ancient burial grounds, archaeologists discovered a peculiar object that defies easy explanation: the schist disk. This 2.5-foot diameter wheel, crafted from tough quartzite, displays remarkably precise concentric circular patterns centered on a hub-like core. The disk's most puzzling features are its thin, symmetrical blades extending from the center like perfectly arranged petals. Each element shows exceptional craftsmanship that seems beyond the technological capabilities traditionally attributed to ancient Egypt. Adding to the mystery are unexplained burn marks scattered across its surface. Mainstream historians suggest it may have been a water management device, though its three-lobe design appears ill-suited for directing water flow. The disk's resemblance to mechanical components, gears, wheels, or rotating machinery has sparked alternative theories about its true purpose. 3 additional gear-like fragments found nearby hint at a larger mechanical system. If ancient engineers created mechanical devices, did they also master aerial flight? The saqqara bird's aerodynamic design. In 1898, archaeologists excavating a tomb in Saqqara discovered a peculiar wooden object among typical burial goods. This small sycamore wood carving, with its 7-inch wingspan and 39-gram weight, initially appeared to be another decorative bird figurine. Yet closer examination revealed striking differences from conventional Egyptian bird models. The artifact's wings extend horizontally in perfect symmetry, designed for aerodynamic flow rather than folded decoration. Most intriguing is its vertical tail fin, a feature resembling modern aircraft stabilizers rather than natural bird anatomy. Unlike painted ceremonial birds, this specimen remains undecorated, potentially reducing weight for flight performance. When Dr. Khalil Messiha, an anatomy professor and aeronautics club member, examined the artifact in 1969, he recognized unmistakable aerodynamic principles. Wind tunnel tests confirmed the object could indeed glide effectively. The vertical stabilizer suggests a sophisticated understanding of flight control, knowledge that wouldn't officially emerge until the time of the Wright brothers. This wooden bird may point to early aviation experimentation, crafted over 2,000 years before the first powered flight. If ancient Egyptians understood flight principles, what about civilizations across the ocean? Sacsayhuamán's impossible stonework. High in Peru's Andes Mountains, the fortress of Sacsayhuamán presents one of archaeology's most perplexing construction mysteries. This massive stone complex features zigzagging walls built from individual blocks weighing over 100 tons, some reaching heights of 20 feet. Each megalithic stone displays up to 12 precisely cut angles, fitted together without mortar so tightly that a knife blade cannot slip between them. The engineering challenges seem insurmountable for a Bronze Age civilization. How did Inca builders quarry, transport, and position these colossal stones at 11,000 feet, using only copper tools, wooden rollers, and human labor? Each block appears custom-carved to fit its exact position, creating an intricate three-dimensional puzzle that has withstood centuries of earthquakes. Mainstream archaeology attributes the construction to patient trial-and-error methods developed over generations. Alternative researchers question whether conventional Bronze Age technology could achieve such mathematical precision and structural complexity. The fortress walls demonstrate engineering principles that wouldn't be formally recognized until modern times. But if Sacsayhuamán challenges our understanding, what happens when bronze meets granite? Ollantaytambo. The ancient fortress of Ollantaytambo rises from Peru's sacred valley like a monument to impossible engineering. Here, massive pink granite blocks, weighing up to 50 tons, display something that shouldn't exist. Surfaces polished to mirror-like perfection and cuts so precise they appear machine-made. The stone bears distinctive groove patterns that resemble modern saw marks, complete with burn signatures that suggest high-speed cutting tools. These granite megaliths were quarried from mountainsides 6 miles away, then transported across treacherous terrain and fitted together with tolerances measured in millimeters. No mortar binds them, yet knife blades cannot slip between the joints. The accepted explanation involves bronze chisels and patient hammering over decades, but bronze tools would barely scratch granite's crystalline surface. The crisscross patterns etched into the Temple of the Condor tell a different story. These parallel grooves run too straight and uniform for hand tools, suggesting cutting methods that left thermal signatures in the stone itself. Whatever shaped Ollantaytambo's granite walls possessed capabilities that transcended the metallurgical knowledge attributed to pre-Columbian Peru. While granite puzzles remained unsolved, engineers faced an even deadlier challenge. How do you find water in hell? Göbekli Tepe's buried secret. Deep in the hills of southeastern Turkey is Göbekli Tepe, a site so impossibly old that archaeologists initially dismissed it as medieval construction. Carbon dating revealed the shocking truth. This massive temple complex predates Stonehenge by 6,000 years, and the pyramids by 7,000. At 11,000 years old, it was already ancient when humans were supposedly learning to farm. The site consists of 20 circular enclosures filled with T-shaped limestone pillars, some towering 16 feet high and weighing over 16 tons. Each pillar bears intricate carvings of lions, foxes, wild boars, and serpents, rendered with artistic sophistication that challenges everything historians believed about Stone Age capabilities. The precision-cut limestone blocks fit together with mathematical precision, suggesting advanced planning and surveying techniques. Yet the greatest mystery isn't what was built, but what happened next. Around 8,000 years ago, someone deliberately buried the entire complex under tons of soil and rubble. No accident or natural disaster explains this massive undertaking. The builders invested enormous effort to hide their creation from future generations, leaving behind only questions about who possessed such knowledge and why they chose to bury it forever. But if ancient builders could bury their secrets, what happens when nature itself becomes suspect? Nemrut Dağı's stone sentinels. 7,000 feet above sea level in Turkey's remote mountains sits Nemrut Dağı, a monument so ambitious it required flattening an entire mountain peak. Here, colossal stone heads stand like silent sentinels, each measuring 10 feet tall and weighing several tons. These aren't random sculptures. They represent a carefully chosen pantheon of Greek, Persian, and Armenian deities, suggesting a ruler who claimed divine authority over multiple civilizations. King Antiochus I commissioned this monument in the 1st century before the Common Era, yet the engineering challenges seem impossible for the era. Workers somehow transported massive limestone blocks up treacherous mountain slopes and carved them with precision that rivals modern techniques. The heads, now separated from their bodies by centuries of earthquakes, display tool marks that suggest advanced cutting methods alongside sections that appear mysteriously preserved. The site's astronomical alignments add another layer of mystery. The arrangement of statues corresponds to specific celestial events, indicating sophisticated knowledge of astronomy and mathematics. This wasn't merely a tomb or temple, it was a statement carved in stone, at an altitude where few humans could witness it, raising questions about who the intended audience was. What other advanced technologies are buried beneath our feet? Who were these master builders, and where did they go? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.